You were listening to Camper Radio.
Wake up, with Camper Radio, with Wake Up Gist, or with the brown man with a brown voice, with the brown sensation.
Yes, good morning, wonderful people. Good morning. Yes, I hope you all slept well. It's the time for Wake Up Gist on Camper Radio, and you know how we do it every morning, every weekday morning from 7:30 a.m. we reel out stories gist that are very, very important, that are very, very essential and inspiring. Stories that would make your day. That's all we do every weekday morning from 7:30 a.m. on Camper Radio. And I am Oluwato Big. Yes, Oluwato Big is on the show as usual, and I'm here to do what? Give you that story, those stories that will do it, inspire you, those stories that will do it, that would update, those stories that are meant to update you, to educate you, and to entertain you. Yes, don't forget, as you always know, Camper Radio is Nigeria's #1 entertainment online radio station. Yes, and that is where we are. So before we go into the stories for today, as you all know, we're gonna go on a musical break, and we'll be right back.
Listening to Camper Radio. Listening to Camper Radio.
Yes. Welcome back. Spark up your word, light up your dreams. Today is Winning Wednesday. That is the 4th day in the month of September 2019. Yes, this month of September just started recently, and now it's moving fast and fast. So you need to do what you need to be fast about the things you are planning to do or you are doing. Fine, you don't need to rush. Take it one step at a time, but don't lag behind. Ensure you're not lagging behind. Ensure you take your time to do what you want to do. And remember to always celebrate your little wins. They help you to do what? They help you to go more. They help you to go further. Celebrate your little wins. Don't let your failure, don't let your loss, don't let them to affect you. They are meant for your growth. They are meant for your development. Yes, that is why they are there. If you don't experience those failures, if you don't experience those losses, they won't serve as an experience for you. So now if you've experienced them, you're now an experienced person. You already know that, okay, if this is done, if this is not done, this is what is going to happen. So just have that at the back of your mind. Okay, let's go to the stories for today. The stories we have for today. This one is coming from Abuja. This is coming from Abuja. Over 50 Africans storm Abuja for Indigenous Queen Summit. The stage is set for the second edition of Indigenous Queen Summit, which is slated for September 9 in Abuja. The summit will discuss the relevance of skills acquisition and indigenous creativity as key factor in promoting self-employment in the society. In a statement issued by the Office of Miss Indigenous Africa, the summit is expected to have over 50 beauty queens and youths in attendance. According to the statement, the program, which will align with the office of the current Miss Indigenous Africa, Her Majesty Queen Mary Obadofin, will honor notable speakers to include founder of the Cake Foundation, Chief Mrs. Ebele Iyegu, Executive Director, Nikon Luxury Hotel Abuja, Mrs. Oyefunke Taiwo Aminu, among others. It is further noted that entry for the summit is free. So if you're in Abuja and you are a youth, you need to go there because you need to learn the relevant factors that are necessary in promoting self-employment among Nigerian youth. So you don't even know, maybe you might meet someone, network with a person, and that is how your business would grow faster. So if you're in Abuja and Abuja environment, ensure you make a date. The date once again is September 9. The attendance is free. I don't know if it's going to be registered. You can try to check on Google to see if it's going to be, if you need to register, and ensure you attend. Yes, we need more of entrepreneurs in Nigeria. We need more of business startups in the country. We want youth that won't be depending more on the employment from the government, but youths that will do it, that will start up something themselves and help in the development of the country. Okay, now moving to, this is coming Calabar, it's Cross River State. The ex-Vice Chancellor charges U6 Consortium on Science, Technology, Innovation members. The former Vice Chancellor of University of Calabar, now Deputy Governor of Cross River State, Professor Ivara Ejemot Esu, has charged institutions of higher learning across the African continent to accord greater attention to teaching of science and technology so that they would explore innovation in science and technology. Esu dropped the charge while declaring open the 7th U6 Plus Consortium International Conference of African Universities held at Unical Senate on Tuesday. He said that if attention can be paid more on teaching and learning of science and technology in institutions of higher learning in Africa, that students in the continent may likely stumble on new discoveries, which, if properly harnessed, would launch the continent on new pedestal. Yes, this is actually true and very, very true. Science and technology has been the main tool for the fast growth of all those developed countries that we are seeing. So this is actually a nice one coming from the ex-Vice Chancellor of University of Calabar, who is now the Deputy Governor of Cross River State, and ensuring that universities institutions of higher learning embrace training and teaching and learning of science and technology in institutions of higher learning, because it's going to help the youth and it's going to help to develop the country. Now, this one is coming from the Lagos State Governor. Okay, it says Sanwo-Olu beats Fashola and Bode's record, appoint commissioner for education. This man has never ceased to amaze me, because I see him to be an educationist and he has been an advocate for such ever since he has taken up this governorship post. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu recently breaks the record set by his predecessors as he appointed Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo, a principal consultant CEO at Leading Learning Limited, a substantive commissioner of education, to oversee and manage the sector in the state. In the last 12 years, education in the state had been superintended in the office of deputy governors. It would be recalled that Mr. Babatunde Fashola, a two-time governor of the state from 2007 to 2015, had Sarah Adebisi Shoso manage the sector from 2007 to 2011, while Mrs. Adejoke Orelope Adefulure took the baton from 2011 to 2015. Besides, the immediate past governor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, sustained the trend as his deputy, Dr. Idayat Adebule, was in charge of the State Ministry of Education for another 4 years. Folashade Adefisayo, an advocate of development of student values, teacher quality, instruction, integration with ICT and sport, was a former executive director and CEO of the Corona Schools Trust Council. She was educated at the University of Lagos and the University of Nottingham, United Kingdom. Wow. This woman's profile is wow, and I'm very, very sure I have high expectations from her that yes, she's going to introduce new things. She's going to introduce like some extracurricular activities into the Lagos State curriculum. Yes, I'm expecting that, yeah. And I'm very, very sure the academic, or let me say educational sector of Lagos State would have a kind of a turnaround, because they now have someone that actually is in that field and understand what it takes to have a standard educational firm or educational sector in the state. Before we move on to the next story, let's go on a break because these ones here, they've been showing to me that Nigeria is moving. I believe in Nigeria, and I keep telling you also to always believe in Nigeria. The change we are expecting starts from you, and it begins from your mind. Remember, what you think is what we get attracted to. So listen to this. Level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up.
You were listening to Campbell Radio.
Level up, level up, level up, level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing into something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me, I see prayed up. Nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, level up, level
like we. Team love don't want no hate. I'm grinding,